That's a oh, is that a mobile guardian?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice twiggly, wiggly legs.
Hey, at least it's not the special guardians from Age of Calamity that are even worse than these ones. You just go... that guardian's just sitting here monologuing at you like Azrael. He's like, every time you die, your grip on this world fades a little more. Time you die, your friends forget you, he says.
Right?
And Link's just like, nope.
Nope, no, that's... I'm afraid that's just not how that works.
Yeah.
What the what? There's a blinking dot. Why is there... Wait. This hasn't happened before. What? Why? Have I just never paid attention to the minimap to see if there's an enemy in my way or something? I've never seen it do this before. It's marking the enemy as a little blip. I don't recall seeing that before.
I think it only marks powerful enemies with that.
Oh.
Like guardians and other stuff like that.
Ah. You know what they say, it's not cheating if the game lets you do it. Hence marking every right path with a star. Oh. Hey Zippy, look.
It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work.
I know, but just imagine if I actually pulled... You know, I think... Come to think...
You know, you can get up to 3 stamina wheels, so you could probably come very close with fully upgraded stamina.
Right, I just wonder why... Like, maybe that's why they have those guardians flying up there, because if you try to climb to the top, you'll have to deal with those. I mean, considering they let you climb the walls at all, I feel like that's probably why they did that, because it's like, hey, we have this backup defense in case you try to cheese it. And it actually is kind of a smart choice, because taking out the ones that fly is a pain in the ass, considering how much they sway back and forth. So it's kind of hard to actually hit their eye.
I mean, the eye is just their weak point. You still do a lot of damage if you hit them with not in the eye. Oh.
Hey there, buddy. I think you need to chill out.
I appreciate that most enemies, I don't think choo-choos are part of this, but most enemies that are acclimated with an element, if you use the opposite element on them as a weapon, they die instantly. Like, fire wizrobes will die in 1 hit if you use ice on them.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, fuck you. Damn it. But I have so many good weapons, though. You know what, fine, I'll get rid of this. A sword that balances strength and beauty as elegantly as this one is a rare find. I don't need no giant boomerang. Ah, so there are ways for for me to go through the entire maze. I guess that makes sense. I guess there was some kind of doorway that seemed like it was marked by a wall, but it really wasn't a wall. It was actually a doorway. Okay. I mean, they could have made it worse. They could have thrown a Lionel in here.
Yeah.
And now part of me is concerned that they actually might have. It's like they throw a Lionel at me that I have to defeat it in order to open the door. Cause that would suck donkey balls. So, when I entered this labyrinth, I did notice something. Oh, hi. I did notice something.
Yeah.
There was like, I don't know if it was like one of those barred doors or if it was like some kind of cage, but there was like some kind of barred entrance at the... Aha! There was like some kind of barred entrance at the front of the labyrinth, and I don't know if I have to find like a button to push or something.
Maybe. I don't remember, to be honest with you.
You guys are dangerous. How about I blow you up? He's a fiery choo-choo! Whee! That's a big one! Alright, we're good. Ooh, hello. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, okay. Alright, and we're back, guys. I think I found a way into the thingy. Keyside ball. You know, I've yet to, I mean, I haven't really visited any villages yet, but I have yet to find that monster hunter guy.
You went to Hatno Village, you fucking donkey.
Yes! Thank you!
You got a silver rupee.
I got a silver rupee. I mean, I did go to Hatino Village, but I didn't really look for the monster guy. I don't know if he was even there.
Do you like how I called it a silver roop?
Silver roop. Oh no, not this way. Back in.
Finding new objective. Huh.
Yeah, that's detecting the guardian stalkers because I was farming them for ancient cores and stuff. Yeah.
Ancient cores? Sounds of ancient cores spawning en masse. Will this be sufficient? Will that be enough?
PBG's fucking great, man. Okay, I thought that was... Okay, so this...
My favorite part of PBG's Breath of the Wild hacking video is the part where he spawns like 100 beetles.
Right? Because you can never have too much beetle.
And then, no, you can very much have way too many beetles. In fact, one beetle is too many already.
So, for those who don't know and are probably their attention has probably been caught by the words PBG Breath of the Wild hacking. PBG does these funny videos where he puts in hilarious hacking mods for Breath of the Wild just to see what hilarious and chaotic shenanigans he can get himself into. One of which, mind you, was the brilliant and, might I say, Albert Einstein IQ levels of idea of spawning 100 Guardians.
He also crashed the game by giving himself infinite health and then getting struck by lightning.
Yes. Because lightning strikes are supposed to instantly kill you, and the game was like, wait, what is happening here?
The funny thing is, lightning strikes absolutely are not supposed to instantly kill you, last I checked. I'm pretty sure if you have enough health, you can survive a lightning strike.
Wow.
I loved that part of the video, though, because he was like... He was talking about the infinite health hack, and he's like, I've noticed that it occasionally doesn't work. Some things are not good, like if you get struck by lightning, it does not work. Yes, if you get struck by lightning, regardless of whether or not you have infinite health on, you are still very much mega dead. And then it strikes him and you just hear and he's like, what a lovely noise.
Right?
I love it.
How did I... Wait, what?
No, I think that has to be part of the DLC. I've never seen a pathway like that. I've never seen it do that.
That doesn't make sense.
What did you do?
I don't know. I didn't pass... Why is it... I'm so confused. I don't know why it's like, hey, you went through a wall, even though I didn't.
Wait, is that the showing where you've been?
Yeah, it records up to 200 hours of it.
I thought it was like a waypoint, like in GTA, that tells you where to go, like
no.
GPS.
No,
I was be like, bruh. Bruh, a moment.
Right? Okay, let's try going this way.
And then there's my cat, who just decides at any given point in time that you're done with the game you're playing and that it's snuggle time.
Yeah. Oh, I found a thing. This isn't very new.
Just me playing Animal Crossing. My cat. Okay, you're done with that. Pet me now.
Yeah, right?
Starts trying to push the controller out of my hands. Flippy, I'm doing something. Flippy, not anymore, you're not.
Not anymore. We snuggle now. Yeah, good luck getting in here, buddy. You're too...
It's like Jello Apocalypse when he was making his Ocarina of Time video or whatever. Good luck hitting me with those 19-year-old control schemes! Gets nailed in the gut with an arrow. Oh!
Right?
You had the 3DS remake. Gyro. Doesn't count. I love Jello Apocalypse.
Where'd he go? Dude, he just straight up Shinderu'd.
Don't let your guard down. He's planning a stealth attack.
Yeah, stealth by pointing a laser at my back that I can easily follow.
What would you do if it just fell down on top of you right now?
I would probably cry. How's this for Shinderu?
It's just like a real spider. It just climbs above you and then falls on you, causing you massive anxiety.
New Breath of the Wild DLC. Guardians can now climb walls. Vertically.
So you know how you say Phasmophobia is terrifying enough already?
Yeah.
There's a Phasmophobia knockoff game that makes it even worse.
Oh no.
One of the things they added in that Phasmophobia knockoff is that apparently the ghost can walk on walls and ceilings. And
Lovely.
I hate it. I hate it. I've seen it happen. It is so uncomforting.
Dead. How do you like them apples, buddy?
just let it kill you that time?
No, it killed me. No, I killed it. I killed it.
But you said you were reloading if it used your fairy.
Well, you know, at this point, I found enough treasure.
It's very easy to get another fairy.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I used up my last fairy, but I'll live. I mean, that was mostly before I found all these treasures, and I was like, you know what? I'm fine.
Imagine you say, I used up my last fairy, but I'll live, and then all of a sudden the guardian laser hits you in the back of the head.
Don't worry, I would have 6 seconds to react, unless I fuck up.
No, but like, imagine it somehow doesn't warn you, it just flies into the back of your head and you die instantly.
Or like I'm not paying attention, and it's like, oh look, you're dead.
You just go, oh, I'll live, immediately dies.
Right?
Remember when I said I'll live? Wrong. You go.
I almost crushed myself with that. I don't know if I don't... See, these crates are here for a reason, and I can't help but feel like I might need them, like, maybe for, like, the front or something? I have no idea, but I'm bringing them here.
You know, I'm gonna be 100% dead ass with you. It's probably something involving a Korok.
In a place like this?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's like, hey, why don't you go find all the cubes in this maze and bring them all to this one spot?
You know there are Koroks in Hyrule Castle, right?
I'm not surprised. Giant ancient core, yeah!
In fact, one of the Koroks in Hyrule Castle involves climbing to the very, very top of the castle where the fucking flag is.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I figured they would do something like that. Yeah, we do some wild shit.
It doesn't sound bad until you realize that Hyrule Castle is just flooded with monsters that can and will kill you at any point in time. If you're not careful, that is.
I don't understand how this... Like, there's clearly, like, a separation here, but when I go... Oh, wait, no, that's like a...
Pull a Mario and wall jump up it. No, I'm kidding.
Imagine Link being able to wall jump.
Remember when wall jumping wasn't in Mario?
Yeah.
I don't, because it wasn't in my lifetime.
Oh. Oh, was that a trick question?
No, it's correct. There was a time when Mario didn't have his wall jump ability, and I do know about it because I played the games, but it didn't happen while I was alive. By the time I was born, Mario Ben had his fucking wall jump ability.
Let's see where we've been.
Hello, Milk. Hi.
It did it again!
Looking for stream time.
Why is it doing that?
This now? No.
Clearly, I'm Danny Phantom. Hyrule Phantom.
Because I don't have the attention span to deal with the dogs right now. I'm running off of 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me, aren't you?
I don't get it. Oh, there's a part of the maze I didn't go to, though.
I am hungry and thirsty, but there's nothing in my house to eat.
Oof. Am I crazy, or if I pass through these?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I swear, I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but some of these, like... Okay, how do I explain this? Some of these walls, I feel like there's... You see these little darker brown parts that represent the walls?
Yeah.
I'm looking at some of these, and I'm somehow able to pass through to these parts, even though it looks like from the map there should be like a solid wall preventing me from going there. And I swear I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, I don't know some are there or not, or anymore, or what.
I wouldn't be surprised if they made the map look different than the labyrinth actually does, just to mess with you. Because I just wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, I don't know if the labyrinth is like a labyrinth part of the map is like updating as I find things or what, but
you know, in games like this, they when you have like a mini map or a map, like when you press minus, it's actually not like showing what you have, like what's on the area in real time. It's showing a stagnant texture that the developers drew themselves of what the area looks like.
yeah. Like, I know that it's not like absolutely to the T, but you know.
So, what I'm getting at here is they could have very deliberately drawn that maze wrong just to mess with you.
I don't think they did, because it seems pretty consistent with where I've been.
And I'm not saying that to diss Nintendo, by the way. That a lot of game companies will do shit like that just to be sneaky.
Yeah.
Like, there's some stuff in games that its sole purpose for existing is to throw you off. Like, other than that, it serves no purpose.
Yeah, I just don't think that's what they're doing here, though, because a lot of the map is very, like, consistent and, like, it kind of matches, so I don't know if they would do this for the maze. What the hell? Oh! Ladder! This leads to something good.
Fucking brother is mad at me because I don't want to watch the dogs while he takes a shower. Yes. I have to use the bathroom, but if I go up there, he'll probably try to get me to stay up there.
I mean, he can't force you.
Yeah. Except that, if I don't, he'll complain to my mom, and then my mom will be like, "Why didn't you just watch the dog while he was showering?" And I'll be like, "Because I didn't want to. I was running on 5 hours of sleep." When I told him I was running on 5 hours of sleep, he tried to fucking flip it on me and be like, "The least you could do for keeping me up all night is fucking watch the dogs while I shower." I'm like, "No, because I didn't purposefully keep you up all night. You're just being a brat."
Yeah, that's why I say just don't try to cave into what they want, because they're just gonna keep doing it anyway. Like, sure, you might say that you can't exactly win with them, but you really shouldn't cave to, like, their unreasonable demands.
People don't, like, understand just how horrible this is. Because, like, the worst part, probably Back for Blood, I don't know. The worst part is that they make it very hard to 100% hate them, because they do all this obnoxious shit and then they do something really nice. And then, like, I don't know, it just makes it, like, I guess it's hard because, like, on the one hand, they're being assholes, but on the other hand, they're my family. So I know I'm not obligated to like them because they're my family, but at the same time, there's that, like, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like my dad. I love him a lot. He was my dad, and I respect him for that, right? But he was kind of a dick to me.
Are you sure you know, never mind, it's fine.
And I'm not saying that to be malicious. It's just like, he would always ask me why I don't come over and hang out with him and David when Dave would go over there to hang out with him. And I don't know what the hell he expected. When I stayed overnight there, I was pretty much forced to sleep on a couch that was several sizes too small for me. Because he didn't have a bed for me and there was nowhere else for me to sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, me and my mom, normally I don't agree with my mom on shit, but me and my mom both told him, we were like, you have the power to stop this. Just get me somewhere to sleep and I will gladly come visit you. And he just never did it.
Hmm.
Like, again, I love him to pieces, but he was not exactly a fatherly figure. He was more akin to a friend that just happened to be my father.
Yeah.
And my mom says that's the reason why I hate her boyfriend so much, is because I never had an actual fatherly figure. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I hate your boyfriend because he's an absolute nuisance.
Yeah. Like, he
Like,
always tries to act horrible, doesn't he?
So I was talking to one of my friends about him, and I was telling him, I was complaining to them about how my mom's boyfriend will not let me bring the cat over here because he hates cats or something. And she said, my friend goes, that explains so much. I've never once met someone who hates cats and is also a good person. There you go.
Yeah. I found the shrine. If I can get a picture of this torch, please. That'll do.
You're just like, that'll do. Hey, Loy, you know what it is?
What?
Me freaking asking you, just freaking us playing Kirby Fighters, you knocks me out. Me, in the voice of the freaking customers from Gas Station Simulator. Look what you did to my car!
Right?
I still love that they don't have any form of filter on what dialogue is said when. So, like, you mess up at the cash register, you give them a free product by not scanning one item of the bunch that they bought, which, by the way, should be a good thing. And they go, you look what you did to my car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Where's your car? It's probably out in the parking lot.
Let's see what we get. Ooh.
Barbie. Okay. Alright. Spirit Orb. Whoop.
3 to go.
Boy.
Yeah?
Is it cold in that room? Because a Spirit Orb could classify as a Ghost Orb.
Hmm. Ah, yes.
No, but in all seriousness, I love that thing we did yesterday. That was fucking hilarious.
Right?
Just me to Dave. No Orby.
New Orby.
And then there was when he was looking for with the UV light. I go, no hoopsies.
No hoopsies. No hoopsies.
And then later he's like, but no hoopsies, when I said I was a poltergeist. That was so good.
I'm tempted to go down there, but I really don't want to.
Boy, you must. You only live once. You must go down there. You only live once, Loy.
I'm trying to see if there's anything even down there.
I want to say yes, but you could save right here just in case you get stuck.
True.
You must go down there. It is your destiny. It is your destiny to explore that hole.
Well, alright.
No, you didn't save. What if you get stuck?
I already saved before.
Oh. You must explore the hole, Loy.
Even if I get stuck down here for the rest of my life. Wait. What?
Bruh. What is this? Oh.
Wait.
I see.
Wait, so that means it goes down further than... So there's no point in coming... Wait, what if there's something in one of these?
I doubt it. I do seem to remember there being a place like this, though perhaps not this exact spot where you could go underground.
Are you talking about all the way... and all the way over here?
Maybe. I don't know.
I found 2 of the labyrinths, but I can't remember where the third one was.
I don't know, man.
Because I know the other one is up here.
All I know is that there's one place that has like... There's a place that has like an underground area that's just full of enemies.
Lovely.
I don't remember the specifics, but I'm pretty sure there's something down there. He got the thing.
Yeah!
You got the thing.
Bomb arrow! Yeah! See, me big smart.
Now you can be like me and hit yourself with a bomb arrow because the hitbox on the wall is too big.
Or drop a choo-choo jelly and, you know, because your friend said, hey, maybe this'll work.
Hey, you're gonna hold me to that even though I haven't played the game in years and didn't remember that they explode upon being dropped?
Actually, I found out they don't actually explode until they're struck. I think what happened was one of them nudged a thorn and it just blew up.
So what I'm hearing is that it was on you for dropping it while it was so windy.
Look, I didn't know it was going to explode even when pricked by a thorn. But still, even trying to use something so risky, hey, was still not a good idea. Hey!
Why would you say something so brave yet so controversial, or whatever that meme is? And then there's me giving Zapper anxiety by driving a car in GTA that I have to get to the destination without damaging it and not obeying traffic laws while doing so.
Ah, yes, of course.
There was this one. It's not like I'm forgetting something, it's I'm adding something that is not supposed to be there. Oh. Is this the underground area I was talking about? I think it is. I swore I could have sworn there were supposed to be enemies down here, but maybe I'm wrong. I do think some of those guardians are decayed guardians, but I don't know.
My sensor is pointing that way, and it does seem to have more of its legs. I'm guessing the one that I'm looking right at. I'm guessing that one is alive.
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
True.
Progress saved.
Hey, buddy. You wanna not wake up when I approach you? Be a good boy. Okay. No, you're a bad boy! You had me there.
You to the Guardian. They had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
Right? I walk up to him, I didn't think he would wake up. There's something on your face. It was laser!
It was laser! You just gotta cut yourself off and do the Mario, or not Mario, the Sonic fucking thing.
Ah, yes, the Blood Moon.
Which means that thing you just killed is now alive again.
I swear to God, if it comes back...
It's alive. It's alive again.
It's gone.
It should be. Huh. Maybe it doesn't apply to Guardians.
I would hope not.
I don't know. No, mine does. What's in the box? What's in the diddly dong box?
Ooh.
5 Neo points.
What?
I said 5 Neo points.
Is that like a Neopets reference?
That's a joke about Donkey's Neopets video, yes.
Ah. Oh no, he ain't happy.
Lloyd's like
That was no.
So what I'm hearing is that room is a booby trap. It's you're getting some Indiana Jones experience here. Just gotta learn how to actually avoid it.
That was not nice.
It's a booby trap. I know what you're thinking. You're sitting here thinking, is it a booby trap or is it a booby trap? And I'm like, fucking yikes.
Still very much alive.
I'm not even gonna ask how you survived that, you know that?
I didn't.
You just tanked a Guardian laser with 3 hearts. How the fuck?
Because when you're actually I don't even know because they didn't even attack me twice.
I think it auto-saved when you opened that chest too. It's not gonna work. Oh.
No, you're alive too.
And it can move. You're about to die. You're dead, son. You're dead, son. Oh, wow. I wanna say that nice job or whatever that the Wii Sports announcer says, but that would jinx it.
Oh, I fucking hate this room. When I said I wanted to hunt Guardians, this is not what I meant.
The game's like more cores than you ever had room for.
The game did the Guardian spamming thing before PBG did it. Oh my god, that. Oh my.
Number 2, significantly less than 100 Guardians.
Oh my god, that was evil. I didn't know they were gonna do that. Part of me was like, something feels off about that Guardian in front of me, and then like 4 of them target me at once.
The question is... That dude's probably alive.
No,
Oh.
he's not alive.
The question is, of course, how are you going to get out of this room?
There's an updraft over there.
Yes, but it's blockaded by Guardians.
True. I just have to play this carefully and safely, and I'll hide behind this Guardian as my cover.
Here, I'll support you by singing the Mission Impossible theme. You know what my favorite thing about PBG is?
What?
He can very much sing, which means okay. PBG can very much sing, which means that when he does that thing where he's singing badly in videos, he's singing badly on purpose.
Yeah. When you're throwing
that.
yourself at enemies over and over to no avail. Oh, fuck you. I'm dealing with 4 of these things.
The game's like, stop trying to take on 4 Guardians, Loy.
I somehow just did that.
Loy, you can't take on 4 Guardians, says the game.
I can and I will.
It's not gonna work.
I can and I will.
The game says you can't take on 4 Guardians, Loy, as if it didn't throw those 4 Guardians at you itself.
Right?
Boom.
I don't like this room anymore. They're like, oh no, you stole our treasure. You must not leave alive.
I have a question.
Yes.
You know what? Are you going to make like a montage of every time you died in this room? Because that would be perfect. Just starting from the moment you open that chest, have like a clip video that's just a montage of every time you died.
Right?
And then, of course, at the time where you said you didn't like the room anymore, you have to include that context with it, just you guys. I don't like this.
Right?
How the fuck?
I don't know.
You won't survive another one, though.
They're stationary. I can and I will.
You won't survive getting hit by another beam. Hey, look, the updraft's right there. You could very much just leave.
I could, but I have some justice to serve. On a silver platter.
On a silver platter. And 3, 2, 1. Oh. Oh. You didn't even hear it.
I will live!
Loy's over here like, I will survive! You didn't pick up the gears.
I'm working on it.
Dude, imagine Nintendo just makes a troll Zelda game where in one specific room it plays the Mario theme for no fucking reason whatsoever.
Right?
You're just like, wait, am I in the wrong game?
Right, okay. Alright, buddy. Wake the fuck up.
He's gonna wait until you're right next to him. But hey, it could be worse. It could be the fucking Malice Guardians from Age of Calamity.
Yeah.
Those things are terrifying. Also, can I just say, I get that this is a fantasy game, but in real life, this absolutely would not work.
Yeah. Boom. Like, I'm pretty sure they would just pierce through the shield and just be like, nope, you're dead. How adorable that you tried, but you're dead.
You just look, for the few brief moments you're alive after getting shot by the Guardian, you just look down. Oh look, we've been impaled.
Or it's like that one hero that's like, you guys go on ahead, I'll stay here and stop these things. And like 3 seconds later, you just see an explosion, and then so-and-so died. I don't know how I survived that.
You're not gonna survive another one. I wouldn't try it. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Dude's been playing this game for less time than I have and already has better timing on this shit than I do.
It's all down to counting how many seconds it takes for that laser to go.
I don't know that I like the way you phrased that, actually.
Why?
I don't. I just don't know that I like it. Is that a euphemism, Loy?
No.
You gotta say it like Papyrus. Is that a euphemism? Are you just straight up eating snails? Ew.
Well,
Why?
I do so apologize for having been low on health.
Why did you eat snails when you had like a million other things in your inventory that you could have consumed?
Because I needed to quickly restore hearts.
You know what makes it even worse?
What?
Link didn't at all look disgusted by eating a live snail.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are probably used to that by now. There's a lot of things they have to find and hunt, and they're used to eating them.
Eating a live snail? I've heard of escargot where the snails are dead, but that shit was alive.
Okay, you got me there.
and also, My man has more of a reaction to eating dubious food than he does to eating a fucking snail. Are you kidding me?
He does?
Yes. If you eat dubious food, he gets actually upset. But then he's just like, snails, I love, my favorite. I mean, you know what? It makes sense once you see one of the memory cutscenes that I'm not gonna talk about because it's a spoiler. But when you see it, I'm pretty sure you'll know what I'm talking about.
Probably. Alright, I'm done here. 007 out. It's like it just takes me to another room full of like twice as many guardians.
I wanted to sing the 007 theme as you were flying up there, but my brain pulled a blank and forgot what it was. It looks like something an Octorok would draw.
Okay, can you draw what your name is, Octorok? Ah, okay, so your name is,
No, you know what it is?
What?
He gives a paper to an Octorok. Can you please write your name? Octorok scribbles that on the paper. Well, you're not very good at handwriting. Octorok spits a rocket though. just, you're not very good at handwriting, are you?
Ow! Oh, I love it. This is so, like, I'll admit, this is probably so cheating, but who cares? Oh wait, I've already been here.
You could sell your soul. I did, and look at me. I'm fine.
Sure.
That's how I beat fucking...
Misa is in a maze.
I like how I make an innuendo and you go down here.
I didn't even realize it was one. I turned into a vacuum right there.
Gungans are just a gold mine on fucking Star Wars. I'm so glad they exist.
Right? Jar Jar is a Gungan, right?
Yeah.
Does someone want to play peekaboo? Oh, peekaboo. Oh, peekaboo. I'm right here.
You look like gonna get shot.
Yeah, if you'll actually turn around.
Imsa don't have very many brain cells.
Hey. Good job. There you go. You are not very smart. I'm gonna kill you now. He reminds me of the giant alien robot from Monsters vs. Aliens in a lot of ways. A giant eye laser being one of them.
Can we just talk about how the Guardians were supposed to save Hyrule and then Ganon's just like, nope, they're mine now.
Yeah, I always, I can understand what they were going for, but...
Like, can you imagine having your greatest asset turned against you like that, just at the drop of a hat?
They cover that in, like, a lot of movies where you know, man that makes machine is then machine then turns to terminate man. I think the one gripe I have with the photo album is, if you want to take a picture just to take a picture, that's fine. But if you have to take a picture of something for the compendium, I don't think it should automatically be added to the album. Here, let me take a picture of this Grecian discus. You know, cause like, I don't know, the shoulder shield was like flattened around, and I'm like, let me take a picture of this fucking Grecian discus.
I want to make an innuendo out of that, but it's impossible.
What is it with you and innuendos today?
I don't know. I'm just fucking sleep deprived and find them hilarious, like more so than I normally do.
Ooh.
No!
Yes,
yes, a tier 2 thunder rod. You might as well drop your ice rod. It's probably about to break.
Yeah, plus I have a fucking sword that keeps me cool anyway. Hey!
The best part is that's exactly how he says it too. He's like, I may look like a child, but it's okay because I'm actually 3,000 years old and probably a dragon. I love that's how he says it.
Yeah, because why not?
The classic. Can I have a cheeseburger, please? Cheeseburger.
What do you hide from me? Giant crate?
Num num num.
Yum yum yum. All the cookies?
All the cookies. That's gonna be a very bizarre way for the recording to start.
Right?
They just turn on the video, all they hear is all cookies.
All cookies.
All cookies are mine.
or like they just see a clip that's just that just says all cookies. Just no context.
All cookies are mine.
Hey, Dove is awake.
All cookies are mine, Loy.
Yeah, and Dove is awake. He is yours.
Yes. Num num num.
Up and yum yum, up and away. That was very close.
Was it?
Yes. I wonder what's on top.
Nothing.
Probably, but never hurts to check.
Nothing. You gotta say it like fucking strong bad or whatever his name is. Just
Nothing. Hmm. Actually, I think it might have been Homestar that said that. Nothing.
No, Strong Bad said it too. But
Ah.
I think in Strong Bad's case it was a I think in Strong Bad's case it was part of a soundboard thing.
Ah.
Because they had these things on the website where they gave you like a bunch of words, and if you clicked on them, the character would say that, and you could make them say some pretty stupid things.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to that site, and it was pretty great. You know, sad that since Flash discontinued, they're probably no longer accessible.
Yeah.
Save Load. Ooh.
Nothing.
Alright, I got a
No,
picture.
you got. Oh!
You here to meet your soulmate too? Huh? Hey, don't be shy. I'm here for the same reason after all. Why else would anyone come all the way out here? To be honest though, I've been waiting for a pretty long time and, well, nobody's shown up yet. I thought this was the Sweetheart's Pond everyone talks about, but maybe I'm in the wrong place. Considering that this thing is shaped like a broken heart, I'm gonna go with no. I mean, how is this called a Sweetheart's Place? I don't understand your logic.
It's the place where honeymoons end.
And divorces begin.
Yeah.
Here's those fairies I can get back.
It's really bad. I shouldn't have said that, but it's you know, am I wrong?
Ebon Mountain.
In order to max out your inventory, you need 441 seeds.
That's slightly under half of them.
Okay, how many just for the weapons? Like 200?
Well, let's find out.
You must keep in mind, Lloyd, that bows and melee weapons have 2 separate inventories. So by saying just the weapons, that encompasses both of them. Therefore, it's going to be the majority of 441.
Okay, swords.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. But the internet's being a piece of shit.
Oof.
Dave, you want me to punch your internet for you?
I think that would make it even angrier.
Connection was reset.
What?
Says, oh, the connection was reset.
I hate it when it does that.
I wonder
if Flip got like hair in the router or some shit.
I doubt it.
Maybe someone messed with the antenna or something?
Does that house have an antenna?
No.
Hey Dave. You know what I said to Loy earlier when I was describing how lovey Flip is?
What?
I say every once in a while you'll just be in the middle of like playing a game on your Switch or some shit and he'll just climb into your lap and be like, okay, you're done, pet me.
You're done, I want snuggles.
What'd you say, Dave?
My turn.
Yeah, my turn.
What sticks out to me is that one time when I was trying to do the terraforming or whatever on Animal Crossing, and Flip just crawls in my lap and starts like pushing the controller out of my hand with his face. Like, no, it's petting time. Animal Crossing? Never heard of it. Only cat time.
I'm gonna have to assume that I can't exactly take a picture of the Guardians because there probably wouldn't be any reason to.
Okay, for just the weapons, you need 208.
Ah, so I was practically on the money. Great.
For bows, you would need 73, and for shields, you would need 160. So that would be 441 for all of them.
Wow.
And the other 449 or 459 would be just to get the giant lump of Korok shit.
Wow.
I like how you say the vast majority of them don't do anything other than help you get Hestu's gift. Except that that's not the vast majority, that's approximately half.
Okay, I'm an idiot, sorry.
No, unacceptable. We don't accept idiots around here.
Yes, we do, because I'm an idiot.
No,
Now hush.
You're smart. You know what, actually, I can't talk. That's right. What was I talking about again?
You were talking about yes.
I don't think I was talking about yes. I think it's more likely that I was talking about no.
I love how that, like, the absolute perfect timing. I can't be one to talk because I'm an idiot. What was I talking about again?
Yeah.
You were talking about how you're not an idiot. I don't know. I'm back. I have food.
Food.
So I also said to Zippy earlier, I think I would like it if
no.
if the photo album didn't take up pictures you take of enemies for the compendium, and the album could be something separate.
Oh no.
What?
I just found this thing, this drawing on Twitter of Sunny, like MLPG5, finding Twilight's old friendship journal.
Oh.
Guys, I have food.
Yay!
Yes. So
Let's
Dave,
Let's see what's in here.
I'm very conflicted about Nintendo Switch Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know why?
What? Why?
Cause up until now I've been planning to just use the Miis in the game instead of using the sports mates or whatever the fuck they call them. But someone pointed out, I guess someone who played the like online test for it or something, that the Miis look oddly out of place in the game. like, because of the art style and stuff when you use them. And I didn't think about it before, but looking at the game, I actually believe it, and that makes me sad.
Alright, you wanna go? You wanna fucking go?
What are we
Yes.
going at? What are we going at?
Dave?
Huh?
Remember what I said earlier?
Yeah.
Check it.
Nice.
What do I do with it?
A bloopy?
Yeah.
If you shoot it with an arrow, it drops rupees. It doesn't die, but it drops rupees.
So I have noticed something about saving.
Yeah.
If there's something that has a chance to if there's something that has a chance to reload when you load a save file, it's not going to show up during the preview image of where you save. Like if you're looking at a dragon, the dragon's not going to be in an image because it's just going to load to where the dragon didn't show up because it's not like scripted enough or something. So it's kind of like a telling way of, hey, if you save here, you're not going to see this dragon when you reload.
You're shooting it with a bomb arrow.
I am. Worth. I mean, I know it doesn't drop a lot, but still worth. I at least got a picture, and I got to encounter it officially. So I know there's a guy who's going to want to see a picture of a bloopy, so I at least have that. Ooh! New thingy. A big hardy radish. I love how some of these dishes are so large and potent that even if you cook them, they do way more than just what their big form is.
Yeah. So this isn't exactly important right now because you only have 3 hearts. But anything that you put a hearty ingredient in will fully heal you.
Really?
Yeah.
I shall keep that in mind. Wetlands table. Hey, look who it is! We meet again, small kingdom. I
don't know that it's a kingdom right now, Kaz.
also don't know that it's small. Did you see the shrine near the stable? I know quite a bit about the shrines. You see, my teacher was the court poet for the Hylian royal family and also a member of the Sheikah tribe. He was well versed in ancient civilizations and surveyed ruins in the company of the princess, it seems. Those memories seemed to bring him a great deal of joy when he would speak of them. Anyway, I should return to my craft. I happen to know a song about the ancient hero. It was passed down to me by my teacher. Do you care to hear it? Let's hear it. Excellent. Without further ado.
So every stable has a shrine near it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been to a handful of shrines, or stables, so I should probably check back to make sure I didn't miss anything.
It's so that you can basically teleport to the stables.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Alpha Chimecho.
Oof.
Level 71.
Wow. So this song is basically about how the calamity came to be.
Yeah.
Their efforts bore fruit in an automated force to help avert calamity by sealing it at its source. 4 giant behemoths for which power never ceased. Each of these titans was called a divine beast. and free-willed machines that hunted down their prey. These guardians were built to last so they could join the fray. To guide the beasts in battle, warriors were needed, so 4 champions pledged to see Ganon defeated. The Divine Beast, Guardians, Princess, and Knight. Their plan to rout Ganon was looking airtight. If there's one thing that it seemed to lack, it's that one little detail slipped through the cracks. And when Calamity Ganon reared its head, Hyrule rose against it. The optimism of Hyrule all the more incensed it. Ganon raged in its assault, boiling with hate. It gnashed its teeth and thrashed about, but it was all too late. The Guardians kept the heroes safe through every hour. The Divine Beast unleashed attacks that weakened Ganon's power. When it's put like this kind of visual, you can really see how it was effective. The hero with the sealing sword struck the final blow, and the holy power of the princess sealed Ganon so. And that is the story of the brazen attack on Calamity Ganon 10,000 years back. I just realized the placement of the Guardians kind of matched where they are in the locations of Hyrule. Oh look, you're chasing your tail again. How cute. There is a journal.
So there is.
Hey there, Tracy here representing the Rumor Lovin' Sisters. Have you heard gossip from your family members? Here's my current favorite. Dragons actually exist. No way, that simply can't be true, is what you're thinking right now. Is that what you're thinking right now? I used to think that too. But then I traveled to Lanyuru, Akala, and Farron, and heard some real eyewitness accounts. Of course, these were scoops from children, but still. Children are pure of heart, meaning they would never lie. I have total confidence in my sources. Tracy's recommendation, 4 out of 5 stars. I did actually get a picture, I think of 1 or 2 of the dragons so far. Do each of them drop different things, or are they all the same?
They each drop different things in that they're based on the dragon itself, but they're all the same type of item. Like a scale from each dragon, a claw from each dragon.
And a horn?
Yeah. A fang.
And of course, you can only get one item from the dragon on each visit.
Yeah. So,
for the Hero of the Wild set, I would need to shoot the electric dragon on the horn 6 times. Because I think it's 2 for each part of the piece set. So that would mean, if you want to dig deeper, 6 times I would have to have good enough aim to strike its horn and not its body. Doesn't that just sound like a rootin' tootin' good time?
Oh yes.
I mean, with the ancient bow, I guess it wouldn't be hard, but even then I would still have to have good aim. Come on, just climb up there, Link. It's not difficult. Thank you. Oh, hello. Wow, that was really pathetic.
I'm surprised you didn't take a picture of that.
I mean, it'll come back if I leave and come back, right?
Well, yes.
That is. I don't know if that's about the same size as the ones I fight in those shrines, but that looked very small. Oh no, it's actually. Oh no, wait, there's more over there. Okay.
Oh, it's probably a blood moon thing, which is weird.
Actually, I think there actually is more over there because I didn't kill those ones.
Yeah. It's probably a blood moon thing, which is weird because the guardians inside the shrines aren't actually controlled by Ganon.
They're just kind of defending the shrine.
They're part of the trial.
Oh. Yay! I think it's the small ancient cores that are for the ancient armor things, or is it the big ones?
I don't know, man.
I sure hope it's not the... I sure hope it's the small ones, because the big ones are an absolute bitch to find. Yeah. Oh. Strike. My mom's gonna be making burgers tonight. Burgers are good.
Yes.
Oh, hello. Would you mind if I give you a bit of a lift? Please don't be something that makes me have to throw away a weapon. Well, you know what? I don't even need that. I don't need some knight's sword. Oh, okay. So if I go over the waterfall, it won't let me jump. Noted.
Well, why would it if you're falling to your death?
You know what? Fair. You know, it's actually kind of nice once I work to free the divine beast because I'm ending the suffering that they must be feeling being under such negative control.